For 5 years. He cleaned offices at night just to pay child support. Then she asked for more money, and he asked one question that destroyed everything. For 5 years. Ethan Moore lived 2 lives. By day, he was invisible, a janitor in worn gloves, pushing a cart through quiet office buildings. By night, he was a father, counting bills at a small kitchen table, making sure one name was never missing from his bank transfers. Child support. Every month. No excuses. His business had collapsed years earlier. A trusted partner vanished with the money. The debts followed. Then the arguments. Then the divorce. Laura left when the money disappeared. She said she needed stability for their son, Noah. Ethan didn't argue. He let her go. He let her take the apartment. He let her take the furniture. All he kept was responsibility. Night after night, he scrubbed floors while the city slept. Office lights off. Trash bags heavy. Hands cracked from chemicals. But the payments never stopped. Then one afternoon, an envelope waited on his bed. Court seal. Official tone. Laura was requesting more money. Rising expenses. New activities. Better lifestyle. Ethan stared at the paper, his chest tightening. The amount she wanted was more than he earned in a month. He didn't hate her, but something in him shifted. At the hearing, Laura sat straight-backed, confident. Her lawyer spoke smoothly about the child's growing needs. The judge turned to Ethan. "Do you object to the increase?" Ethan stood slowly. "I've paid everything I could," he said. "I still am." Then he hesitated. 5 years of silence sat in his throat. "Your Honor, I'm asking for one thing before paying more. I want a paternity test." The courtroom stirred. Laura's head snapped toward him. Her eyes burned. "You're disgusting," she hissed. "You've been his father for years." Ethan's voice didn't rise. It barely held. "I never missed a payment," he said. "But trust matters." The judge raised his hand. "Order a DNA test," he ruled. Court adjourned. Ethan sat back down, not knowing he'd just opened a door that could never be closed again. The DNA test took less than 10 minutes. A swab, a form, a signature. But the waiting, that was unbearable. Ethan went back to work like nothing had changed. Mopped floors, emptied trash, nodded at security guards who never knew his name. At night, he lay awake staring at the ceiling, not wondering if Noah was his, but wondering what would happen if the answer came back wrong. He told himself it didn't matter. He'd already given 5 years of his life. Love didn't need proof. Then the call came. "Mr. Moore," the lawyer said quietly, "you should sit down." Ethan's heart dropped. The test shows a 0% probability of paternity. Silence. The words didn't land all at once. They shattered slowly. "That's not possible," Ethan whispered. "He was born during the marriage." "I know," the lawyer replied. "But biologically, he isn't yours." Ethan hung up and sat on the edge of his bed, hands shaking, chest tight, a hollow ache spreading where certainty used to live. 5 years. 5 years of overtime, of missed meals, of choosing responsibility over bitterness. And none of it had been required. The courtroom was quiet when the judge read the results. Laura stared straight ahead. Not shocked. Not confused. Just still. Ethan turned to her. His voice barely held together. "You knew," he said. "Didn't you?" Her jaw tightened. "It doesn't change anything," she snapped. "You raised him. You paid. You're his father." The judge leaned forward. "Ms. Moore," he said sharply, "did you knowingly misrepresent paternity?" Laura's silence answered for her. "I needed security," she finally said. "I did what I had to do." Ethan closed his eyes. Not in anger, but in grief. The judge spoke firmly. "This court will not reward deception. Mr. Moore is released from further child support obligations." Laura gasped. But then, the judge turned back to Ethan. "However, this court recognizes years of good faith parenting. You may petition for visitation rights. Ethan opened his eyes. The truth had freed him, but it had also taken something he could never fully get back. Outside the courthouse, the air felt heavier. Not because Ethan had lost, but because winning didn't feel like victory. Laura stormed past him, fury sharp in her eyes. "You ruined everything," she said bitterly. "You could have just paid." Ethan didn't respond. There was nothing left to argue. That night, his phone rang. A small voice, uncertain, familiar. "Dad." Ethan closed his eyes. "Hey, Noah." There was a pause on the other end. "Mom's mad," Noah said quietly. "Are you still coming to my soccer game tomorrow?" Ethan's chest tightened. This was the question that mattered. "If you want me there," he said gently, "I'll be there." "I do," Noah replied without hesitation. The next afternoon, Ethan stood by the field. Janitor uniforms swapped for clean jeans. Hands shoved into pockets. Noah spotted him and smiled. Not a careful smile. A real one. Ethan waved back. No court had ordered this moment. No DNA test explained it. Later, Laura filed no more motions. The money stopped. The anger lingered. But Ethan kept showing up. School plays. Parent-teacher meetings. Quiet talks after bad dreams. Because fatherhood, he learned, wasn't proven in courtrooms or written in chromosomes. It was proven in missed sleep, in worn hands, in choosing a child even after learning the truth. Years later, when Noah was old enough to ask, Ethan told him honestly. "You didn't come from me," he said softly, "but you stayed." Noah nodded, eyes steady. "Then you're still my dad." Ethan felt something settle inside him. Laura had asked for more money and lost everything she thought she controlled. But Ethan, the man who scrubbed floors in silence, walked away with the only thing that mattered. Not obligation, not guilt, but love freely chosen.